Okay, welcome back everybody. Watching the last Southeast Asian game tonight for the Star Series Season 11 Southeast Asian Division. My name is Triumph Man. I'll be casting this match between G-Guard and Rave. Now, Rave is currently sitting on 3 wins, 0 losses. G-Guard currently standing on 2 wins, 1 loss. They, of course, had a fairly stompy game thrown, well, basically got stomped earlier by their opponents, looking to basically rebound from that loss to Invasion. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. We'll see. I mean, I looked at the Gosu bets. It's like 70% plus win rate there. Oh, the bets, yeah, 70% plus there on Rave. I don't think it's quite that big a difference, but then Rave have been playing really good recently.
Remaining.
So we'll see. But
5 seconds.
G-Guard decided to go with the Naga, as well as the Faceless Void banned straight up there. Brew being banned out by Rave. Okay.
Reserve
and a Titan to ban as well. Alright.
Dire team pick.
That leaves Death Prophet still in the pool if G-Guard decide they want to snap it up first. I think they do go for it first. I mean, DP, if you can isolate her, you can. I mean, especially early on. Like, DP and her ult does a lot of damage, but if you can have the lineup that can isolate and burst her down early in the early mid-game, she's actually pretty squishy. And does rely on stuff like defensive disruption to keep her in play. So she's the kind of hero that you can build against.
5 seconds remaining.
So it looks like they're going to take their time and go with the Scarth Mage straight up. Which,
Radiant team pick.
I mean, that's the kind of hero that does give them the kind of stuff that you need to burst down a DP, that's for sure. Rave, though, they could open up. If they wanted to. I mean, the Bat's there if they want it, and they've got the option to grab the Vengeful Spirit to go with it, prevent the counter pick, or they could just hold their horses and wait to see what happens in the second phase. Well, it's still too early to tell what plan they've got here.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
If they wanted to, they could just grab the Centaur now. Yep, there we go. They decided to go with the Centaur right away just to prevent G-Guard from comboing it there with the Scarth Mage. I mean, we're talking about Burst, Blink, Centaur, Stun, obviously. With the Concussive Shot and the Ancient Seal is very easily enough. I mean, you can just fly. If that doesn't bring down Death Prophet, fine. Just end it with a Mystic Flare. Rave now. Alright, they've got the Centaur. We'll see what they go for next. Might try and secure their solo mid. Or one of their supports.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, they can just go screw it. Pick up the Death Prophet. She's there.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Rave gonna think about it for a bit before they decide what to commit to. It's always a tricky thing when your opponent lets Death Prophet through this fight. Thinking, wait a minute, are they baiting us? We're not sure. We'll see. Pick. But it will be an Ancient Apparition pick. Giga go for the Puck instead.
Dire team ban.
And Puck with the Ags upgrade in the coil is so damn good now. That stun is amazing. Medusa being banned out. No real synergy with Rave lineup just yet. Puck. I mean, they've got the Puck there. Do they? Scarth Mage has a bit of follow-up, but they really... And when you pick Puck, you kind of want to have some kind of AoE burst to follow up with the Dream Coil.
10 seconds remaining.
Just that sort of AoE DPS to throw it into the Dream Coil, just to really put some pressure on.
Remaining.
Because often we see like a Puck, if he's like, we'll see some Dream Coils land, and then suddenly like the Dream Coil is not that good if you don't have the follow-up to go with it. Which is kind of the reason why Puck drops off kind of sharp in the late game. He's a lot better now, the fact that his Ags upgrade actually makes his Coil really useful in the late game. But before, I mean, just the fact that he dropped off, the Coil was useless against BKBs, and he had no burst damage, it could really make him quite weak in the late game. But it will be a Lycan ban here from Rave, okay.
10 seconds remaining.
Some of the rat heroes being banned out.
5 seconds remaining.
And yeah, actually, I mean, we were talking about DPS to throw inside a coil. Coil locking people down for Lycan.
Reserve time.
You just rip them apart inside that coil. But finally, Death Prophet does get banned out there.
Team ban.
Fourth ban here for Rave. Sand King, if they're not planning on picking up a Sand King, is a really solid ban as well.
10 seconds
Rave do have the first pick though, so if they want to, we see Sand King and AA get used together a lot. I mean, Blink Burrow Strike with the Centaur, really scary stuff. And they work together all around. Like, just Epicenter with an Ice Blast, just a lot of AoE DPS. It's really, really quite strong. And by picking it also, they deny it to G-Guard. G-Guard, Scythe Mage, and Sand King work really well together as well. They're really strong stuff, but it's not like they have to pick it up. But both teams at the moment, either way, like, Ancient Apparition is pretty weak in the lane. Rave, whatever their next support pickup, will probably, they want to pick something that can fight back, or at least put pressure on the map somewhere. If they pick something sort of weakish, like a Visage, they could really struggle in the early game if a lot of pressure gets applied. They won't really have the supports to fight back with it. But Batrider gets banned out now by Rave. They could have banned the VS and gone for the... Actually, no, if they've already got Center, they probably wouldn't have gone Bat. It would be fairly unlikely. It's doable, but unlikely.
10 seconds remaining.
Rave going to burn some more time here. I'm looking at G-Guard's lineup at the moment. Puck for... I'm going to assume it's the safe lane Puck. I mean, you can play Puck off lane. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think it's actually pretty cruddy. But the Rave will go for the Ogre.
Dire team pick.
Which, with this, it's nice. It's just all around nice. I mean, you've basically Fire Blast. In fact, actually, it's really good. You Fire Blast someone who's inside an Ice Vortex and you score a multicast. They just drop so fast. It's pretty brutal. Ember Spirit now picked up as well. Okay. We've got some decent lockdown against him, so he's got to be careful. But Ember Spirit picked up. This could be a safe lane Ember Spirit, I think. Could still be solo mid, but I think a safe lane Ember Spirit's probably a better idea, rather than put safe lane. Rather than putting a mid, rather than putting a mid Ember and then an offlane Puck. Although it could be an offensive trial that they're going to try and go with, but playing against an Ancient Apparition and Ogre could be dodgy to say the least. It could be very dangerous to go up against that.
Time.
The Scythe Mage can offensive trialing, depending on the supports, the other support they pick up and the carry. And you can actually trial him with the Ember as well. Also plausible. I don't think advisable though, because he's kind of level hungry, so it can really gimp him, and obviously he's a hero that doesn't really come back from behind that easily, so it's a very dangerous option to go with him. But yeah, level 1 Ember Spirit, not very useful. His Flame Guard's pretty crap at level 1. Chains, obviously he's not getting a range to use it, generally speaking, and Sleight of Fist at level 1 is just, well, low levels is just basically pathetic. It's going to be a Doom picked up now by Rave. That's I mean, Ember, of course, does a lot of damage to Doom. Obviously, the damage coming out on top of him is really painful. He doesn't have a lot of armor until he gets a lot of farm rolling. But Doom against Ember, or even Puck, it's more that they throw the Doom on the Ember. It just takes Ember out of the fight. He does not, like, he needs his spells to be effective. If he's not casting spells, he is useless, pretty much, because his damage output is... He has like a 1.8 agility gain. He has really low damage output with just his auto attacks and a pretty mediocre attack speed, especially since he doesn't tend to buy treads either to help supplement that attack speed. So he's really, really vulnerable to getting doomed.
5 seconds remaining.
I think it's definitely a very solid pickup there by Rave.
Reserve time.
So we'll probably see a safe lane there from Rave with Doom, who can just farm on his own, off lane there with a Centaur, and they may not go off. I mean, if they wanted to, they could try and make some kind of offensive action happen there. I think it'd be pretty dodgy, but with double stuns and double edge, almost anything can happen. But it's more likely to send the Centaur off lane, just try and get him some levels, and then rotate to get up there to get him some kills. And Ancient Apparition is the kind of hero who tends to play pretty greedy anyway. He'll just sit in his jungle, mind his own business. Meanwhile, the G-Guard, I think they're trying to figure out what to do about this Doom now. They're going to need some good lockdown of their own to try and keep Doom out of Ember's face. It's definitely going to be a rough thing for them to deal with. The G-Guard are going to take their time with this one. They've really got to... they need some AoE lockdown, and it's going to be a Sank. You know, that's the kind of thing. It's not really a huge AoE lockdown, but it gives them the kind of way to initiate a fight, and just give them the option to try and burst Doom down, just to try and open up on him and rip him apart. I mean, the Puck, the Scythe, the Sand King, they can basically go for Doom, bring him down, and then make room for Ember to come in. If they don't bring down Doom and he gets Doom on Ember, it's kind of...
10 seconds remaining.
The fight can be very easily lost, although they do have Mystic Flare and Epicenter, so then again, I mean, even if Ember dies, it is plausible they still win the fight, but Ember really needs to get those fights won in the early phase just to make sure he's got the steam to go into the late game. Because if he doesn't have those items with his crappy stat game, he's not in a good place at all. Now,
Radiant team pick.
Assassin banned out. Okay, some Templar Assassin ban probably means Puck mid. Actually, in what day? Still could be an Ember mid. Templar Assassin kind of tears Ember apart mid lane. He comes in to try and farm, and although he can knock off her refraction charges, he comes in to farm, she just meld hits him, and he just blows up so quickly. He's got no defense against a high physical damage output.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Final pick here for Rave. Looking for their solo mid, I think. Look at that, and actually not sure what they would go for. Look at that lineup. I mean, they've got some burst measures. They've got something that could use steroids as well.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay.
Dire team pick.
I mean, if you were watching was it Synergy League or was it Beyond the Summit that I was I think it was Beyond the Summit that I was casting. And it was actually, yeah, it was Can't Say Whips. They did Anti-Mage mid. Which, Anti-Mage against Puck. And it was, in fact, it was an Anti-Mage against a Puck. And it was, who was it? It was First Departure. It was right, his First Departure was Miracle playing the Puck, and then Phoenix playing the Anti-Mage. And, yeah, Puck got First Blooded by the Anti-Mage. It was pretty embarrassing. Miracle was making all sorts of throws that day.
Reserve time.
I mean, you could put... I mean, if Rave want to play super greedy, they can safe lane Anti-Mage, Doom jungles, Ancient Apparition solo mids, because Ancient Apparition, in Dota 1, when Ancient Apparition first came out, he used to be a solo mid material. Like, the Chinese used to play him solo mid to get him the early levels, early farm. It used to be a thing. It's not really ever been a thing in Dota 2, but if they wanted to, they could, but I don't think they will. I think this is Doom or Anti-Mage mid, either one. I think more likely to be the Doom, because Anti-Mage obviously want to get as much farm as possible. Doom you could throw mid, they can harass him a fair bit, but with the Scorched Earth bottle, they're not killing him with any great deal of ease. And even if they put a lot of pressure down, Doom always gets farm. It's like impossible to slow him down. Oh, wow. Viper picked up though. It's the third core here, and that could be rough. That's some lane domination right there. And while Anti-Mage can sort of really cause issues for Puck, against the Viper, not so much. It's actually really difficult to deal with. So Rave, I mean, they've got a really good counter in the form of Doom. I don't know if they can deal with the Viper, and the team fight potential from G-Guard is a lot higher. They have Coil, they have Epicenter, and they have Mystic Flare. So Rave looked like they were really strong in the draft for a moment, but G-Guard, I mean, they pull it out of the hat there. I like what they've got there for the final couple of picks. Anyway, so, I'll call up the lineups here. So, playing for Rave on the Radiant side, we've got Jero playing the Anti-Mage, Chrissy on Doom, and Ninja Boogie playing Ancient Apparition, Rior there playing Centaur Warner, and Cast playing the Ogre. For the Dire team, for G-Guard, we've got Winter playing the Viper, Ling playing Scarlet Mage, Single Player playing Puck, WTF there on the Ember Spirit, and Sharky playing the Sand King. Now, it's going to be an off-lane Puck. I think they're expecting... Smoke up here. They're going to go for the enemy jungle. Going to walk straight into Viper. Viper has very little backup here. It's going to be Ling to back him up. But I think he's possibly... Actually, no, he might be okay. The stun comes out, but it's just one stun. Doesn't appear to be much follow-up. The auto attacks are... Ouch! Viper getting whacked here. Needs to potion up. Actually, doesn't have a potion. Wow. They're actually pretty lucky that Viper got away there. Now WTF in trouble. The Ember now. The Stompers are going to come through. No, dodges away there from Rio. Rio can't get in range there. Auto attacks coming through. So much damage there. Auto attack comes through from Jero. Not enough though. Jero now in trouble. Another attack there from Winter. Winter comes back into a stomp and gives away the first blood. Oh, greed. It's never good. They go for him again. Burrow strike. It'll be... Oh my God. I mean, it gets the kill. That could have been the biggest level 1 Burrow strike of Sharky's life though. He could have potentially hit like 3 people there, but goes for the single hit just to make sure. He gets the kill there on Anti-Mage, so at the very least, they get a turnaround kill there, but that was an unnecessary death. I mean, at the very least, though, he's fully bought up, so at the very least, he just gives away first blood. He does. It's not like he was camping money and lost a whole bunch of cash. Level 1 deaths, he loses 30 gold. It's like, whatever. The biggest loss on a level 1 death is if you have to port back out. Or worse, you have to walk back out. That's the big loss on First Bloods. But it's going to be a dual mid here, and this is going to be rough for Jero for sure. And they move the Puck away. I appreciate the fact they moved the Puck away from the Anti-Mage is really good, because Puck gets... Anti-Mage can kick the living shit out of Puck. If he gets the poor man's shield up and running, Puck is just all sorts of food for him. The problem is that Illusory Orb, his escape mechanism, costs so much mana. So a couple of mana breaks and suddenly he's like, oh crap, I can't actually get away. And it does a lot of damage to him too. Puck, oops, short jump, Fire Blast, so gonna follow up. Oh no, never mind, no mana for Stomp. Centaur won't be able to follow up here. But they might just auto-attack him now. Puck is actually in some trouble here. 5 seconds here on the Fire Blast from Ogre. And they're gonna have the distance. He's gonna need to jaunt again or he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Jaunt, short range, but it's enough to get him away. And wow, they're actually diving for it. They find the Stomp though, they find the stun. There's still no Stomp available, it doesn't matter. Auto-attacks are there for Rave. And Puck, oh man, I feel like he's just not the best offlaner. He's just... Illusory Orb is not that reliable as an escape mechanism. When there's harassment for 2 or 3 heroes, like one-on-one, sure it's okay, but when there's 2 or 3 heroes fighting you, it's just not good enough. Meanwhile, Sharky's just spending this whole time lurking. I mean, it's okay. They sacrifice this Puck's farm, fine, so be it. If they find the early Blink Dagger on Sharky and they get the early farm here on WTF, that's a valuable trade. They could arguably get Ling out of it. Like, they don't need Ling to be here. They could arguably move him and just have him help. I mean, help him. Like, instead they put Ling mid, it'll just ensure that Anti-Mage gets no farm. Right now, Anti-Mage is actually getting more farm than I thought. Hasterin picked up there by Sharky. JO now possibly in trouble. Gotta be careful here. Ninja Boogie now in trouble as well. Gets Burrow Struck as well. Anti-Mage cuts through twice there. They're getting a return kill on Sharky. Sharky needs to cut again. He can't, though. Oh, no. Anti-Mage decides to get the hell out of trouble. Now Sharky's still trapped, though, and Chrissy will kill him. They almost get the kill there. It's close as Chrissy actually decides he wants to run Winter down. It's not going to happen though. Not with the corrosive skin level 2 there. Had they had Nether Toxin, that would have actually been a kill on JO. But unfortunately with the death, early death there on Sand King, that is going to hurt a bit in terms of getting his Blink Dagger out. And there we go. He's still only level 1 as well. So he can't go on Sandstorm neutrals just yet. I feel like arguably they should have moved the Scarth Mage mid and then prioritized some more levels there onto the Sand King. Either way though, it works out though with the rotation. They get a kill at the very least and trade for 1.
You have been denied.
They do feed Doom a kill. Winter has got a bottle coming out, going to help him out there a bit. Meanwhile, Doom... And Doom offlaning is not as good for his farm, but on the other hand, as we discussed, Doom is Doom. He always gets farm no matter what. And this means Centaur gets an earlier Blink Dagger, which is definitely going to be a big deal. Especially when they've got to deal with the mobility from Puck. Puck now possibly in trouble. Jaunts there. Caster going to try and run him down. Boots down Puck though. It's going to be harder for Caster to actually run him into the ground. Well, Ninja Boogie going to head top. Wow. This is the empty. The no items ancient apparition. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage there. Meanwhile, mid. Uh-oh, Winter's in trouble. Blink forward, then he gets netted there by the Doom. Costs him almost all his mana. Doesn't matter. The Winter now. Can he get away? He will manage to avoid the cold feet proc. And Chrissy, though, is so slow from the corrosive skin. His attack speed is in the toilet. Sharky's going to come through here. He's got a Burrow Strike. Still only level 1, though. Now Chrissy in trouble. Body block for good measure if they can find it. Sandstorm. And Doom actually going to get away there. A lot of hits exchanged from both sides. No kill found either way. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit finds his phase boots. I mean, there's a plus side here for G-Guard. Even though they don't find a return kill there, they avoid getting killed, and Ember continues to free farm in the top lane. In the late game, though, I'll just look at the Anti-Mage up against the Ember. Really hard to tell who's going to have the edge. And in a one-on-one, just pure what hero's right. I feel like Anti-Mage is going to be the stronger hero here. Viper's decent, but he tends to build into mech slash ag, so he tends to not have the damage required to go toe-to-toe with the Anti-Mage. Ember's going to, like, has the potential to kill, like, the entire team and, like, kill supports really easily, but he doesn't have that ability with Anti-Mage just to jump and single target a particular person. On the other hand, though, Anti-Mage, although if he gets an Abyssal, he can jump all over the top of Ember Spirit, which could be an issue. Well, top lane, Ling's going to come from behind, concussive shot ready to go. I don't think he's going to go for it, though. Doom has phase, and with Scorched Earth, I don't think they're going to manage to kill him.
As must be.
Oh, there we go. Sharky, it has begun. The sandstorm. The farm begins. BTF. Probably going to go for drums next, is my expectation. Rior now. He's getting a lot of farm. He will be able to get that early blink dagger for sure at this rate. Nobody's really putting any pressure on him. Cass going to come in again, just going to force Puck out of here, and they might go for a kill her on Puck. Puck getting stampeded, Fire Blast as well. Double edge! Oh, easy kill, and in fact, wow, Rio actually pauses it right after. Apparently Cass PC is just busted, which is hilarious. I mean, he got the kill, so whatever, it works out. Puck just too damn squishy there in that offlane, gets burst down so quickly.
Dire's bottom tower is under
They pick
attack.
up smoke now for sinking. Going to see if they can rotate, get a kill some point. It has an invisibility bottle here. Anti-Mage picks up his ring, going for his boots now. He's going to upgrade them. Looks like he's building trades. I mean, that could be a Sphere Casualty Ash for later. We'll see. But he usually trades for an Anti-Mage.
Think not.
Breeze lurking at the moment. Uh-oh, Viper Strike comes out. Ninja Boogie in trouble. Ninja Boogie's dead. No escape from him at all. Winter's just going to take one auto-tank. Just stands his ground there against Jarrow. Jarrow being forced back now. It's the last hit, so now the Viper, though, is starting to come good against him. Although, actually, I say that. It's not that good. 7 minutes 30 CS. He's doing okay there. Compared, though, to WTF, 46 CS right now at the 7-minute mark is really, really good. But, of course, he's had a complete free farm up there, so it's to be expected. Puck just going to back off and heal. Meanwhile, pulls left, right, and center here from the Radiant jungle. But he's doing fairly well. Of course, he did have a dual aim. The Viper. Currently only 23 last hits. Now the top lane though, Chrissy in trouble. Oh boy, easy kill.
Let death become
And the Spirit off a good start. He might even skip the drums. If his start is this good, he might just go straight for damage and cleave just to help. Basically, if he goes straight for a Battle Fury, it means he can flash farm stack camps. Something G-Guard are helping in the jungle, doing a lot of work in the jungle. There is Ling doing a lot of stacking along with Sharky. The hand too much, just start eating them because he can. Now Viper going to find a bounty rune top, bottom rune picked up by Ancient Apparition, finds himself an illusion. Bottom lane, his blink dagger is very, very close, and this once his blinks come out, both things get messy for both teams. Just the fact that anybody is really susceptible to getting jumped and burst down. This stage of the game, JO now, he's going to cop some poison there. We'll manage to back off though. Creep refusing to get back in the sandstorm. Like, I don't want to die. Screw you. Sharky probably position himself a little bit better, but anyway. And Puck still looking for any kind of items. This bottom lane, 8 CS, really struggling. But you know what? It's working. It's okay. The fact that they're sacrificing Puck's farm, but they're finding farm on other heroes. Ember obviously complete free farm. This is giving the opportunity here for Sharky to sandstorm the jungle.
Denial.
The anti-mage also playing the old switcheroo, just basically not being super greedy, just saying, alright, I've had a good early farm, some early items, let's make sure our supports get some levels as well, just going to make sure Ancient Apparition gets to level 6, maybe even gets some boots, and not, Symmetry is just one tango, my god, it's the poorest hero I've ever seen. And I say that, and somehow Ling manages to be poorer, in terms of net worth. Ninja Boogie must have something on the courier, or maybe it's factoring in. Must be factoring in something. I don't know what then. Oh, right. His gold, of course. Ling has bought up.
I'll take your tribute.
WTF will decide to play it safe. We'll go for drums first, which is good. I mean, it gives stats that Ember can use. All of those stats are really good for Ember. He helps deal with the fact he's squishy, helps deal with his crappy mana pool, and just helps give him a bit more raw damage as well. On the downside, though, it is going to delay his Battle Fury, which means it delays his flash farming abilities and lane pushing abilities. Which against anti-mage, especially if they're just planning to go late, just going straight for the farming tools is probably what they prefer. Meanwhile, Stomp comes in. Uh-oh, Winter's dead. I don't think he's getting away from this. Ice Blast as well goes down. Rio now cops the Viper Strike. Should be free, though, to walk away from this. No TP support really coming in. Puck is here, but he's not close enough to really be able to dish out the damage. Well, drums as well. Early drums as well for Doom. Again, an item, just an all-round good item. It's a really nice little me item.
Dire's bottom tower is under
But I feel like Ember Spirit needed to be more greedy here. I mean, he's playing as an anti-mage. He's going to be playing super greedy. He's going to regret it if they don't get that farm up and rolling on him, because they don't really have the lineup that can push that easily. If you've got something like a DP or an H's Prophet, sure, you can afford not to go that greedy, because you're not really expecting to go to late game. But in this case, they're probably going to expect to go late game, especially when people get getting picked off like this. Winter! Double-edged again. Wow. Anti-Mage tossing in the Mana Void, which is practically doing nothing for... Wow, Winter actually managed to tank that. They backed off
Dire's bottom
a little bit too early. One more auto attack would have done the job. Come forward, but again, he's got to be real careful because they're free to try this again. It's like pretty damn easy for them to do. The Ice Blast up every 40 seconds or so. Now, Shark is here. They're ready to try and set up some kind of counter attack, but I think they've realized the top lane is missing. There's nothing in mid. The bottom lane's like to be contested as it looks like Chara now getting silenced up. Oh boy!
What magic is this?
Arcane. Oh, wait. Ancient Seal plus the stuns. Way too much damage for him. Just the fact that he can't blink out of it. Just sealing the deal. Meanwhile, Chrissy in the top lane. Needing to farm away. But really, is the Ember Spirit is coming out on top here at the moment. Now the pressure is going to come onto him though. Doom is here. The Stampede comes out. Blink Stomp there. WTF, they're just going to Remnant away. I don't think they're going to catch him. Never mind. He will just jump straight into the... No, Remnant's away a second time. Drums gets popped. Doom though charging forwards Remnant's a third time. Jumps back in again. Core comes out. Double edge. No, they're going to come through. Doom now on top of the Ember. Ember now possibly in trouble. Ice Blast comes in as well. Going to mostly whiff though. Now Doom goes down. Great chains and Sleight of Fist there from the Ember Spirit. Ninja Boogie now possibly in trouble. Winter gets the slow out on top of Ninja Boogie. Ninja Boogie's got nothing left in the tank. No, he's got stick charges. Maybe he can hold firm there. Ice, never mind. It's gonna, no, stick charges. One more attack. Poison attack. Auto attack there from Puck. Gets the kill. Those Remnants have WTF. They just could not lock him down. The Doom was too slow to come forward. And I feel like Doom, I mean, drums is nice for him, but it's like 2k gold almost worth of items that could be a Blink Dagger. And when you're trying to chase down an Ember, you need Blink Doom. Otherwise, he just makes a fool out of you. And now Blink... Oh, Stomp just coming out just the right moment there for Doom. Realized he was jumping on top of him. Stomps preemptively. Gets the Stomp there. And no ball. Oh, yes, there is. Fire Blast comes out. Double multi there. They jump forward. Ice Blast going to come in. Going to catch 3 here if they're lucky. Yes, down goes 1. Too soon to fall, I think. Viper's falling really, really low here. A couple more ticks and he's in trouble. There we go. He will burn down there. Meanwhile, Sand King burrow striking away to safety. Preemptive Blink Stomp doesn't quite manage to find the target. And meanwhile, this is the problem. You lose some fights to these lineups from Rave, and meanwhile, Anti-Mage is ratting away here. Brings down a tier 1, continues to farm quite strongly here. 60 and 9, but it's not as good for sure as the Ember Spirit. But of course, Ember Spirit now, having been picked off, not getting the pure free farm that Anti-Mage is now enjoying. Of course, Anti-Mage once the Battle Fury's done, his farm just increases so damn quickly. And Ember's just not close to his Battle Fury at all. He's a long way off, so his farm is not going to accelerate nearly as fast.
Damage.
Joe almost got the money after he finishes his camp. Well, next camp actually, he's going to have the cash for the Battle Fury. And things are going to get ugly for G-Guard. It's pretty much just a runaway snowball effect right now. Just they're taking good early, like Rave are taking good early fights, and G-Guard, they're just not getting the farm that they need to compete with this anti-mage at the moment. And also the Doom. Doom, of course, always so hard to catch up. Like, he's just so hard to slow down in terms of farm. Ember is still ahead, obviously due to his good early start, but the anti-mage is just going to start flying through these creep camps. See the Doom come out there. It's on top of Sharky. Sharky's dead. Now WTF's going to go for a revenge kill here. Oh, no, never mind. Screws that up. Jumps forward again, looking for Doom. Doom, though, just kind of walking away, not really caring at all. He's getting hit by an arcane bolt here as well. Still at drum charge. He wants to run a little bit faster.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chrissy, this is not your base, buddy. He's going to try TP out. Alright, never mind, though. Dream Calls there. Chrissy has his TP cancel. Is at the stomp as well. We'll get brought down, though. He was hoping to wait for the steering chains to create some space. Wasn't enough, though. Just wastes a bit of time there for the Dire. Stampede 4, Blink as well. Stomp comes in, Viper's in trouble. Ice Blast on top of Winter. Winter's so dead. Or maybe not, actually. Not one more auto attack. He shatters there. Rio now in trouble. Rio getting burned down. We'll go down to the sandstorm. Oh, Lucio gonna whiff there. Ninja Poogie trying to get away. Stun in 5 seconds. Fire Blast also ready to go. Sharky trying to stay away from it. Jump forward. Changes as well. Ninja Poogie's dead. Cast decides to back off and not press the issue there. And a good response there from G-Guard. They needed that badly. Getting a swift 3 kills. But meanwhile, Anti-Mage continue just to free farm. As he's now picking up his Battle Fury in a moment. It will be coming out as soon as he gets the Void Stone. Smoke up there from G-Guard. They're going to try and pick off the Anti-Mage. It's going to be hard to get him though without any, well, basically without any offensive wards. I don't know exactly where JO is. There's a good chance that he spots them up from the high ground and then just runs away. Blinks away. If they're not fast enough with the Ancient Seal. Toss down some offensive wards, and they're going to find Anti-Mage. Do they get him in time? Blink stun, there comes it. Ancient Seal, I think they get this kill. Sand King, Sharky setting that one up. A much needed kill there. But Anti-Mage does have the Battle Fury done. Amber is going to have to work overtime to compete with this. Now they've got the double blinks coming out. Puck with a blink, Sand King with a blink. The Alpha Strike is there for G-Guard, but it's also obviously there for Rave as well. They've got some really good pick-off potential, and they're looking to see if anybody's going to go on Chrissy to see if they can set something up with Rio here.
Radiant structures
While
are
Tier 1 being
fortified.
pushed
Radiant's
by G-Guard, just
bottom
going to try
tower
and chip
is
this
under
down
attack.
out here. Just trying to basically take control of this jungle. They really need to take control of this jungle to keep the Anti-Mage out of it. Even if they do, Anti-Mage might start farming their own jungle. Ice Blast going to come in here. Mostly in fact, almost entirely ineffective. Meanwhile, Blink forward, Coil comes out, it's just on an Ogre. Burrow Strike as well, Stampede trying to save Ogre. I don't think it's going to work though. Coil is still on him. They get this vision there on Sharky. Sharky's getting burned down here. A counter kill coming out of Rave. Don't lose any of their own just yet. Rio though, he's gone in too deep. Perhaps goes down to Mystic Blade. Down goes the Doom there on Winter. Winter now turns, tries to fight Chrissy some more. Still doomed up though. Oh, Mana Void. Oh, so much damage. Puck gets blown up, but almost goes down. Dirt's burned to death there. Winter's going to go down to the Doom. And suddenly, a 2 for 4 trade-off there. They almost lose. Oh, never mind. 2 for 3. 3 for 4.
Dire's top tower is under
Spirit, though,
attack.
running out of mana. In fact, very low now. Jao could try and run him down here. Bottles up. Jao's got another jump forward if he wants it. 1 second. Oh, no. Chains come out there. No disables coming through, but now actually WTF is out of mana. He's in a lot of trouble. We're going to need to see a port in here. Zanky trying to rush to his aid. Should be able to get through. They could go for the double stun here if they can manage it. No, goes for the Doom instead. Actually might kill the Doom. Stomp comes out there. Cancels that Sandstorm, and now Sharky in trouble. Sharky going to get brought down here. Concussive shot, buying space for Sharky. Sharky's got Burrow Strike. 1 second. Fire Blast comes in. Sharky in trouble. Going to get burned down here. He's got the dot on him. Goes down. And blink away there from Jao. Manages to keep him alive. Ling as well. Oh man, G-Guard just playing so greedy. They could have disengaged, instead went gung-ho, went for it, as the respawns were coming up for G-Guard. It just wasn't enough for them. They just went in piecemeal 1 by 1 as Puck jumps in. They get to kill the Centaur, which is nice. Maybe they can turn this into a push. Unfortunately, they don't really have a lineup that's super suited towards pushing, but then again, this tower is really low. Cask is lurking, hoping to get a deny off. As Viper builds towards a
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ogre, what are you doing? Anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
One of the problems I spot here for G-Guard is just the fact that their late game is just not good enough. With the mechanism coming on Winter, and the fact that he's probably going to go Ags next, they just don't have the late game to go toe-to-toe with the Anti-Mage. And the Doom here. They hold the mid tier 1 for the moment.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hyper finds himself in an invisibility rune. Decide to back off here. I haven't seen any blink eppies just yet here from Sharky, but this might be the opportunity. With nighttime up, he has the opportunity to hide in weird places that are a lot closer than he could normally reach.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Counter Ward is doing some scouting here with Ember. Of course, they can get to his aid pretty easily with the Sand King as well as the Puck.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, the rate mostly in the bottom line, just making sure Anti-Mage gets his farm here as they build the casual Yasha for him, probably into a Manta afterwards at some point.
Act your last move.
Just picked off. What is
Radiant's
this?
middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower
Smoke up here
is
from
under
G-Guard.
attack.
Probably going to smoke into the enemy jungle. Let's try and pick up a kill if they can. They've really got to keep their presence up in this jungle just to try and chase. Make sure the anti-mage finds it. I think Cask's going to TP out. Mario jumps away into the trees and will attempt to hide.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Three-man gank team here from G-Guard. Going to try and find something. If they get too close to center, they might actually figure out he's there and then scout him in the illusory orb. If he pops their smoke accidentally, it doesn't matter though. The smoke wears off. It looks like they're not finding Centaur. The ports go top and said they expect there's going to be a push. Now there is 3 people here, but they're not really looking for a push. They're just farming for the most part. But now Battle Fury is done, but it's much, much later than Anti-Mage, and you can see he's beginning to close that gap there on the CS. Full 5-man sweep coming out from the Radiant side. Going to try and set up this kill count. They find a Stampede. Comes out. Puck in trouble. Easy kill. Ice Blast. A tad unnecessary there.
Annihilation.
See Winter being forced back there. Sharky's looking for a good epicenter. No. Ancient Apparition almost. This Ice Vortex gives vision. Almost scouts out Sharky, I think. Yeah, they don't quite manage to see him. Very lucky for him, or they might have just busted down the trees and tried to kill him. We see Rave decide to disengage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now the fat old ogre working towards... Well, actually, I was going to say he's working towards his Ags, but he's not actually. It looks like he's going to possibly grab an urn first and then maybe Ags after that.
Illusion.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's going to be a 5-man push pretty much. On the 4-man push on the
attack.
top tier 1 for the Radiant side. It's just going to search
Radiant
out
structures
a little bit.
are fortified.
Meanwhile, Puck's going to come into the mid lane.
Dire's
Might just
structures
fire from
are
illusory orb in a
fortified.
moment to try and get some aggro up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The port's coming, he's got friends, but they're spotted up right now by the ward there. Blink in, Core comes out, it's onto a Chrissy. Chrissy's got Doom, he can try and respond if he wants to. Core gonna proc, jumping on Chrissy, Blink, Epicenter comes through. They're gonna try and isolate Chrissy and bring her. Ice Blast comes in though, Puck goes down. A counter kill as well on the Sand King. Well played there by Rave. Perfectly played. They will get real though in return. It's going to be a 2-for-1, but killing that Puck is definitely a big deal. Going to slow him down quite heavily. Ogre now also being chased down, but this could go badly. They get these kills here on cast. Sky's Mage gets the last hit, but it's still much unneeded gold. Unwanted gold there going on WTF. 2 for 2, but it's not entirely even there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
'Tis mine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ninja Boogie working towards the Scepter, just going to do some stacking here, just going to buy some, get some stacks done. Anti-Mage probably going to go up there and clear it for him. They're saying push mid actually.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top tier 1 getting it knocked down here pretty much without question. Ice Blast going to come in, going to live for the
Radiant's
most
top
part.
tower has fallen.
And the tier 1 mid now in trouble possibly. Blinks forward there. Oh man, Blink in a Mystic Flare. Easy kill there on that Anti-Mage. Absolutely crushes him. Blink, Arcane Seal. Ancient Seal rather I should say. And then a Mystic Flare to follow up and
Dire's
end
bottom
him.
tower is under attack.
Which is important, is it looks like he was getting close to that Manta style too. See 430 gold there for the Scythe Mage. There's a blink out there from Real. Doesn't realize he was spotted up. Rave just going to invade. Have the jungle invaded. A bit of a gank squad here. Puck's also coming to join the party as well. It looks like he might be going mid. Looks like they might try and kill mid in a moment.
Never refuse gold.
Well, Doom's solid pushing top lane is working on a Black King bar.
Regeneration.
WTF going for a Skadi next by looks of things. I mean, he kind of needs to grunt a little bit. He's really
Dire's
versatile
top
as issue and
tower
can't
is
really go
under
toe-to-toe with the AM just yet. Especially not when he has Chilling Touch on him too. Smoke up again from Ling and Sharky. Going to look for another pick off if they can find it. They might be hoping to do some wards as well. Throw out an offensive ward. They're just trying to spot out their target zone. Don't find anything just yet. They're going to try and check out the rest of the jungle. Looks like Anti-Mage is actually just in the middle of retreating back to base, as they do lose their smoke as well. Sitting underneath an next to their opponents as it wore off. Unfortunate for them. And it looks like Puck working towards your pretty stock standard stuff right now. It looks like both teams are going to just... I mean, both teams are just calling the Jets at the moment, just making sure they get farm. Jo still trying to catch up. He's done a pretty damn good job. 27-minute. Manta, not that bad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got Manta, he's got Battle Fury. I mean, you can do it faster, but he obviously, his starting was a little bit rough up against the Viper.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top tier 1 looks like it's giving away free. As Chris is going to move in just to help finish it off there. Nobody really defending just yet. And in fact, nobody bothering at all. In fact, right now, they're just saying, screw it, let's just go for the tier 2 bottom, which is a fair enough trade. TP is going to come in, try and slow things down here. Might be able to get the kill mass. TP is going to come in. We've got 2 coming in. We've got a 3rd hero already ready to go. Centaur is here and ready to jump. Anti-Mage is also nearby, but he's just trying to farm for the moment. I think they're worried about this Doom. He's about to get jumped. He's about to get jumped. Needs to get the hell out of there. And, I'm sorry to say, this game's probably going to devolve into a farming match for a short while, as it looks like both teams just want to get their cores farmed up. Obviously, they kind of want to finish that Skadi there on the Ember Spirit. And then, as I hear a Stampede go off, though, for absolutely no reason. Okay, then, I mean, I guess you can. You can do that. I think they thought they were going to get a kill out of it, but just could not find it at all. Real now, just getting buffed up big. Not a great bloodlust target, to be honest. Especially, well, I mean, Stampede's down, I guess so. You might as well. Smoke going to come out here. They're going to look for a potential kill in the enemy jungle. I don't know if they're going to find it. The WTF right now really hard for them to catch. Unless they get the Doom on top of him. Speaking of Doom, he's got the Blink and the BKB, so this time maybe they'll actually get the kill on him.
Bottom tower is under
Won't embarrass
attack.
them all with a triple kill against them. See Doom. See, chains come out. No kill though. WTF just zips away there. Meanwhile, gonna have TP in there from Viper. Viper gonna go in. No, he's gonna Toto Delusion. He's gonna go after the tower. And then everybody disengages again. It looks like... I don't think we're ever gonna have a fight here. Neither team wants to fight. Not at all. Just everybody gonna farm. 4 heroes top for the Dire. The Radiant also mostly sticking together, running through the mid lane right now.
Selfish.
Yeah, let's get the Roshan. Just get. If they want to try and push this top lane, getting rid of that ward is pretty damn good. Now Puck, Puck's surrounded. Gonna come forward there. Puck. They're going to go for him. Doom going to come out there in a second. Stomp. A little bit early. They actually jaunts. Oh, dear. The jaunt is a little bit too early. Doesn't matter. We'll get brought down. It's real now. Uses a Stampede a little bit unnecessarily. Pretty much Puck was screwed there. If he jaunts, if he waited later for the jaunt, he gets stomped. If he jaunts too early, he gets stuck on the high ground and just killed anyway. So there was no escape. There's no way Puck was getting out of that. I mean, these Radiant counterwards, look at this. I just do not want the die to have any vision in here whatsoever. That's absolutely ridiculous. This is warding, counter-ward. Oh my god.
Radiant's
do not want
middle
anybody to
tower
get
is
picked
under
off. They
attack.
want to stall this game for quite some time. We want another item there on the anti-mage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, they probably feel fairly confident going to the late game. They know they're ahead of this Ember. In fact, wow. Okay, that's not a Skadi, that's a Linken's for Ember, which... I mean, yeah, it's good against Doom, sort of, but they've got the spells they can use just to get it off him. Especially if Doom just not that... I really feel like this is going to gimp his damage output. I do not like that at all as an item for him.
Dire's
now.
top
Alright, there we go.
tower is under attack.
And it's scattered out though by the Ice Blast. Winter actually taking a lot of damage there, and now the response is coming in, or not.
Dire's top tower has
Tier 1
fallen.
just falls down to Creep. Creep decided, alright, you're not going to push, we're going to push. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Doom gets stunned out there by the Burrow Strike. Chains the wall, Slider fisting in. BKB though, popped by Chris, he just says, see ya. He just realizes he's outnumbered, and just TP's out of there with a BKB. It does cost him a charge though. But the Roshan attempt was aborted.
Dire's middle tower is
Oh,
under
he's got the
attack.
Yules there, not finding anything with it though. He used it earlier just to try and get that kill on Ancient Apparition, unfortunately. Unable to. I was wondering, this is not really...
Here I am.
I really feel like this might not even be much of a Yules game, actually. Anyway, G-Guard again, going after this Roshan. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage top lane. BKB now picked... Oh boy. Okay, so he's got the BKB. They might wait for the Basher, they might not. But right now, Rave are ready. Like, Rave could right now take the fight if they wanted to and could win it quite convincingly.
Dire's structure.
They've got the two
Roshan
BKBs
has
and the heroes
fallen
need it.
into
They
the
can just
Dire.
basically ignore a lot of damage from Sankey. They're going to see a TP coming in fact. Wow. They could have actually... That was a really ballsy TP there. Considering he was completely alone. But the rest of the TPs were coming in here. There's one hero moving up from here. But, I mean, you're up against AM, who's stacked as all hell. And the Doom, who's got his ult ready. It's, yeah, pretty risky TP for sure. Jaren Evans going to clean up the Ancient stack. Continue to farm Wade. Another 2,000 gold going to be in the bank. Sharky trying to build a 4-star, I think. Parked up. No Doom just yet. Can he get away? Oh, no. Pops at the Yules actually there. Going to try and sit up with Chrissy. Chrissy now also getting caught up. Pops the BKB. Says, no, not happening. Now Stampede to also help him disengage. That's where you kind of want that Ags.
Behold!
The Ags against the Anti-Mage would be really nice. It means he can't just blink BKB and blink out of the coil as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Everybody's still farming. They might just wait for the blink. They might wait for the BKB on the center before they really commit for it. But I mean, right now they could go for it. Rave could try and end this fight, end this game right now if they wanted to. Maybe they're playing it safe. They're going to go into the late game with a gold advantage right now. 3k gold lead. And just more
Radiant's
point that
top
just...
tower is under attack.
The late game from G-Guard is just not that strong. Viper has gone for a mech. He's gone for an Ags. The BKB is nice, but with a mech and an Ags, so much of his inventory space and early farm is not built in damage. And then the Ember... Well, the Ember was late to the party with his Battle Fury, and you see there he's got like 2.5k net worth less than Anti-Mage. And on top of that, he spent part of that on a Lincoln Sphere, which is purely defensive. And it's not even that good against Rave. I mean, maybe it'll block a Doom if he's lucky and Doom is asleep and doesn't realize he has a Lincoln's, but it's not really that good. I mean, they're building 4-star. Oh, actually, no, that's the
Radiant's
Vlads.
middle tower is under attack.
I mean, they can just trash it with a... Like, a Centaur can blink and just 4-star him and just bounce the Lincolns immediately as Doom comes in. Like, that Lincolns is not going to do what they want it to do. Tier 2 mid, though, being allowed to fall by Rave. They're not mounting any defense just yet, just split pushing away.
Middle tower has fallen.
Tier 2 bottom also taking some heavy hits here from the creep wave. Just, yeah, and Doom also split front.
Radiant's
middle
middle tower is under attack.
That's the job you get to animate now. Oh, slight chains.
Attack.
No follow-up though. Cast will walk away. BKB's now pop. Doom there on top of the Viper. Viper now with a Doom on him. No mech. This is the issue of playing mech builds against Doom. BKB's pop though. Dreamcaller's useless. And down goes the Viper now. Jaro now wants a piece of this Ember Spirit. Actually decides he's going to back off now. These BKB's about to wear off soon. Blinks out there. Illusory Orb too late to come in. Slide of Fist. No chains to follow. And this is the issue of building mechanism on your heroes like Razor and Viper. If they go the mech first and they're a primary Doom target, basically, not only do you get doomed and basically take a ton of damage, but you also lose the team's mech. It's a huge loss. There's so much EHP gone down the toilet that your team was really relying on having. You see Anti-Mage again. It's just he farms. It's like he just literally just farms Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit is now falling 3k behind. Both teams exchanged tier 2 towers. But there we go. BKB dump for Centaur. And the question is how... I think Rave might just even wait. They might not even push. They might even say, screw it, let's just wait for G-Guard to make an error here. I mean, they're not going to push anyway. They're going to wait for the Aegis to expire on the Ember before they make a move. And they're very happy just to keep farming right now. And the 4.8k there on the Anti-Mage. Oh my god. They're building a Vlads for him too. The Ogre has the Vlads for him. He could just go for... I feel like he needs to go for an Abyssal here just because he's playing against an Ember. Just to lock him down. Although he does have the Lincoln Spear, so we'll see. Now G-Guard, they know they've got to try and make something happen, so they can't really afford to let this game go much later because they're already out-farmed. They're probably not out-carrying at this stage again. Like, Viper is 11k net worth. He's barely ahead of the Centaur in the grand scheme of things. It's not that good when he needs to be fighting a really stacked
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stampede comes out, Shivas as well. Doom blinks in, BKB Shivas jumps in on top of Winter. Winter gets doomed again. No mechanism for the G-Guard. And Puck jumps in. Hasn't deployed though. No, his call's been deployed on cooldowns. Absolutely useless. Chrissy now tanking the Mystic Flare. Oh, Ling survives that just barely. And will TP out. Doom goes down. But somehow Viper gets the hell out of that fight. I don't know how he survives that.
My thanks.
And G-Guard, I mean, they get thrown. Thrown an easy one there. Chains as well. Burrow Strike comes in. Reor. Ice Blast though. Gonna catch two. Yeah, two. It's gonna catch both the Viper as well as WTF. Now Winter now also disengaging for a second time. Still not dead. And Doom, unfortunately, get the Doom down, but that level 4 corrosive skin too strong. They lose a tier 2 though. Do they? No, they don't. I just hear the tower down.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Why that was Blink. Stop. No, Yule's going to save him there. Right, Chain's going to catch Reor.
Radiant's middle tower
and we're going to remnant back there and then come back forward once again. Cast catching another Viper strike there as Winter works his way towards the Scepter. The range rack's being worked on. Fire Blast ready to go if he needs to use it. Blink, stop once again. Ice Blast again. Third time's the charge there on the third time's the charm there on the Viper. A zip out there from Ember Spirit. Here's something I prepared earlier. Although Puck decides he wants to give chase. Illusory Orb comes through. Sharky, he's ready. He's got Blink up. He could go for this. Never mind. TP out there from Ember Spirit. Decides to go on farm. Meanwhile, Rio is going to die yet again. Mystic Flare. Actually, Rio's trying to drag them back here. He's going to try and set up for this. No, never mind. Sharky also backing up. No Mana Void there. Sharky goes down. Joe went for the Mana Void. Unfortunately, the Blink cut line aside. Their single player going to back off, and yeah, that would have probably killed him. Is Blink Doom still available if he wants to use it? Puck, needs to be careful. Might be. See Blink. Oh, he's looking for Puck. Puck blinks out. Nice try. Puck was too fast. He was that orb gave away his position. He thought he was there. Blink stomp. Finds Ling. No follow up though on Ling. And Yule's going to cancel the TP down on Rio. Rio now trying to get away there. He's got back up for the anti-mage. He could try and bake this in on his team, on the enemy team. Meanwhile, Mystic Fleet comes through a second time round as a rod of AUI being built right now by Skyreth Mage. Just going to try and lock down that AM and Doom, just prevent the DPS from coming out. Anti-Mage now going for that butterfly. And I say going for, I mean has got. Oh boy. Alright, so AM's huge. Another 1300 gold for him as well. And I don't think they have the toolkit to deal with the AM. We might just go Heart next. We'll see. And Park picks up at Ags finally, though. This is really going to help out the fact that just been seeing, like, he throws in a great coil, and then everybody just BKBs and laughs it off. It's really probably quite demoralizing for him.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Spark's going to come in. Going to hit 2 there for the moment. Zip out there from Spirit. They will preserve the Radiant mid barracks for the moment. Let's see Ninja Boogie going to the bottom lane. Just going to aggro this creep wave back. Needs to be careful that he doesn't get swept from behind, but he does have a ward up to see what's going on, so it should be okay. G-Guard continue to pressure mid. This time around, Viper just pops the mech early because he knows he's going to probably get doomed. Although this time with the mech down, they might actually just doom. Ember Spirit, we'll see. Blink, Stomp goes on in Winter and then immediately backs up there. Fire Blast is up, never mind, gets cancelled. Mystic Flare, cast 4 staffs away. Blink, Stomp, no, never mind. Blink Doom comes out on Ember, slow down with the Shivas as well. They're going to have the Coil Snap though, and WTF should be able to disengage here. That Ag's Coil doing the goods there. Now Blink Epicenter comes through. It's on top of Chrissy. Chrissy getting a lot of damage. Can they have the follow-up here? Winter jumping back in as well. The Manta-style illusions are burning so much damage on Winter. Winter's out of mana. Has got no more poison attacks. We'll have to back up there. Solutions are so strong. It's Sharky now. They're just going to disengage entirely.
Illusion.
Earth Mage still looking for this. I am now his last item. Will it be a heart or will it be? Will it be a heart or will it be just a full-on Abyssal Blade? We'll see. The Ember Spirit sells off his drums. I mean, it's a lot of waste of, for him. That's a lot of waste of money, unfortunately.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So he needs some raw damage. He's got Daedalus number 1, working on Daedalus number 2 now. And so the AM is still holding that gap ahead of him. So good at Rakdos, mulches through those creep waves. Oh, shit. Sorry. So they brought up the wrong screen there. Meanwhile, Skyreth Mage has got this rod of AOI picked up now. Slow's pretty damn good against Puros like Doom, Anti-Mage. Obviously no good if Stampede is up, but otherwise it's actually pretty damn strong in terms of preventing a melee carry from getting on point to get the damage out. Now, do Rave suspect something? I think they know something's up. Yeah, they're smoked up. They know something's wrong over here. Question is, will they be fast enough? Oh no, they're actually pinging out.
'Tis mine.
No, they're pinging out the Roshan pit. They are pinging it out as we see. Yeah. G-Guard, they're wary. They're just, hang on, wait a minute. Nobody's farming. We're pushed at the lanes and nobody is farming. They definitely smoked it coming for us. Now the shoe is on the other foot as Jaren now decides, oh, you know what? That's a really weak Roshan. Let me go and kill that. And oh boy, G-Guard are looking for Rave now. Not realize that Rave are in the Roshan pit.
Roshan.
Oh god, G-Guard, that's absolutely terrible for them. Meanwhile, though, they might get a return kill on Cast. Cast goes down, BKB popped over by Joe. Joe's gonna make up his mind. He gets slowed down there by the Viper Strike, throws at the ult as well, gonna try and bring down Ling. Ling, though, survives at the moment. Stampede popped out as well. Joe now giving chase. Could have been early there on the Stampede. Ling gonna TP away and escape. Blink, stop on top of Viper. Oh no, Viper's getting left behind. A blink forward there by Joe. We're gonna see a follow-up. No, never mind. Zips away there. WTF gonna escape. And Sharky, oh, he doesn't have room for the TP. He's just going to pretend he's got the TP and get away there. Meanwhile, mid lane. Well, some really good slow effects there. On top of the anti-mage, trying to kite him and keep him out of the fight. But unfortunately, at the end there, Stampede did finally come out of the center and just gave him the speed he needed to run down his opponents.
Double damage!
Centaur appears to be building... I'm going to assume that's a Hex. Just because I need more lockdown for this Ember. If they get the lockdown for the Ember, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. As we see, Ember Spirit now trying to build a Monkey King, but obviously to help deal with the fact that Anti-Mage has got a Butterfly. Obviously making an issue of himself. Puck, he's got a double damage rune. Could try and make something happen there. He's just going to settle for farming creep for the moment. They're pushing the wave out.
Behold!
Centaur might actually go on him instead. Rio's thinking about it. Neither of them can really see the opposing teams. So like there are practically no wards up. There's this ward up and that's about it. Oh, and this one too, I suppose. By the way, neither the team can see each other, so neither really wants to get stuck in on the enemy hero because they don't know where reinforcements are.
Trickster's Rune of Illusion.
Now, Viper is building and I'm going to assume that's an AC and not a Medallion of Courage. That would make the most sense to me. Rio, on the other hand, is AFK, chilling. Computer's crashed again, probably. And Smoke Up, it looks like Rave are going to, not that great at pushing, but they're pretty damn good at picking people off, so they're going to go with that. And not sure what they're up to right now. Are they baiting? I think they're baiting. Picking up, no, actually, it's a die picking out. Let's get some vision up there. It's a gems coming out from Sky. It's going to try and make sure they get this map, control this map, and just cut down the vision that Rave have. Right now, if G-Guard want to win, they've got to get pickoffs, and Rave are not letting them have that opportunity. They're sticking together really tight. They've always got help around, and with the global Stampede, it's really hard to keep them locked down without something like Coil. Tosses the remnant back to the tier 4s. Stampede's still ready to go here. All ults are up for both teams. This could be a hell of a messy fight in a moment. Meanwhile, I think they're realizing that they...
Tis mine.
Go on WTF. They might actually just go for it now. Never mind. Anti-Mage is never done farming. It's not time to go yet. I need to replace my boots, guys. Ogre busy building a pipe for his team. I assume it's going to turn to a full pipe for his team, which, I mean, you're up against an Epicenter, Viper Strike, all that sort of really nasty damage. I think it's a very solid choice for them to get that pipe up and running. Viper's still looking towards the next time, most likely an AC, but we'll see. Now you're in trouble when... Three people farming your own jungle there. Meanwhile, Blink, Stomp, Double Edges. Well, Ice Blast going to come in. Stampede as well. Forced up away though. Doesn't matter though. Ancient Apparition somehow. I swear he was not in that AoE there. They do lose Sharky anyway. See a TP out there from Harkers. Oh, it's a little bit too late. There we go. It's going to be a Skull Basher there for Anti-Mage. He's going to go for the full Abyssal. I mean, he's got a safer buyback, so sort of, because he's got an exposed Rax in mid. Though arguably Anti-Mage, with how farmed he is, could probably just go screw it and just let himself respawn naturally. But still, definitely wants to safer buybacks in. But no, maybe not. He buys the Abyssal. You know what? He's got enough for buybacks, I think. No, not quite. If he dies, he's screwed. When he dies, he loses a lot of money. Gold chart difference there. Roughly a 7.5k lead for Rave. They've had a few dips and turns there, but they managed to come on top fairly successfully in this last half of the game. Last 15 minutes or so, they've really enjoyed a lot of success. Meanwhile, though, it looks like They are quite content to play nothing but the safe game. And really, G-Guard have got to make a move. They can't sit around waiting here forever. They're probably waiting for the Aegis fall. Anti-Mage. Fortunately, the Aegis falling off has just resulted with Anti-Mage having an Abyssal Blade instead, which is almost, if not more, horrifying than 2 lives Anti-Mage. Just the fact that he can blink on you and blow you up so quickly. The BKB and a TP out there from Rio just really not messing around. So screw it. Puck could be anyway. Meanwhile, Puck... Oh, no! Abyssal to creep. Doom appears just to be going for a Scepter, just to become even more obnoxious. If they get the lockdown with Doom on top of the Ember, Ember is just going to die so quick. But even then, they might even just put the Doom, continue putting the Doom on the Viper. That's also plausible.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Hex picked up there for the Centaur.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
blast
attack.
behind. WTF still zipping out there. I feel like this is getting to the point where G-Guard just go for YOLO Rapier. I mean, they've got to get that huge damage out. If they can crit cleave, or even just like basically mass crit a bunch of people, they might actually win the fight still. As it is right now, it's getting a little bit ugly, I feel. Just with Scepter Doom coming out, so much damage. The pure damage is ridiculous from that thing. And up against melee heroes too, that just really cannot afford to get in close at all. But Anti-Mage is pretty much treads, and then, yeah, he's pretty much done. He's got nothing else to do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Except
attack.
maybe he could arguably just get rid of the Manta, buy something else, or the Battlefield. Just actually, you could just say screw the Battlefield. I don't even need to push that much.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Ninja Boogie in trouble. Uh-oh. Ninja Boogie, I don't know what he was doing up here, but he's just like, screw up, just gets up here. So Ninja Boogie dies, but he's no real big loss, just the Ancient Apparition. Meanwhile, mid lane, the farm continues. Rave are going to take this to 70 minutes, or so help me God. They will die trying. I think they're waiting to they're waiting for Ogre to get a scepter before they really want to try and fight. They've been seeing his multicast, so you know what, you've got a lot of skill, let's make sure you get even more skilled.
Tis mine.
He's going to beat up the Ancient Camp for the 15 millionth time in a row, but he's got 5.3k Ember Spirit. He's picked up Travels. Okay, which, you know, fair enough. If you're going to late game and you need to get aggressive, buyback Travels actually really, really good. It's basically like having your extra Aegis. Just don't know if they've got the firepower to deal with this anime. He's so freaking fat. Blink Chain's going to come out there. A lot of fist, but there we go. Smoke up. Finally, G-Guys say, oh, we've got to make something happen. We can't afford to sit around here. They're looking for a potential kill. Rio, those body blocking this fairly effectively. Now Jarrah's going to move in. Oh, he's going to come to the high ground. He's going to spot up. The Bar Strike comes in. Can they bring him down? I think they can. He goes down. But he's got buyback, so you know what? This isn't over by any stretch of the means. They do get a nice pick off, though. Can force the buyback, which really will help. A couple of stuns. They correct the core. They follow through the Burrow Strike there, Brave. Now, going to lose cast there. So much damage coming. Doom. He wants to Doom. He's trying to get him. Can he get it this time? Third time's the charge. Finally gets it. The Silence comes out too late there from Ling. The WTF is actually just going to disengage them. Meanwhile, Puck, going 3v1, will manage to blink out there. Oh, no, they found him. Never mind. Puck is dead. Very, very dead. Meanwhile, though, they lose the Doom on the other side as he tries to bring down Ling. Not going to happen, though. That's essentially... That was a buyback, too, I'm pretty sure, from AM. Yes, it was. Ouch. So they lost 3 heroes, used a buyback on their anti-mage, and only got a puck and only got an off-lane puck in return. That's really good for G-Guard. They should be able to clean up Roshan now fairly easily. If they clean up Roshan with the buyback down on Anti-Mage, they can find a pick off an Anti-Mage. That could be what they need to end this match. So, I mean, this goal graph doesn't really mean a whole lot. It's going to come down to execution in fights. Set up and execution, who gets the jump on who. As we saw there, Anti-Mage getting focus fired in that fight. He went down so damn quick. Is he? Wow. Okay. Anti-Mage goes with...
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
This is screw it. I am going to get rid of my butterfly. And I'm going to pick up an AC. That's definitely a different choice.
Regeneration!
I mean, when you've got a Doom who's generally the guy picking up the armor, it's kind of the... You leave it to the Doom to get the AC. He went Shiva's instead, but... That's definitely a very different choice for IM, to put it lightly. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. He's decided he just dies too quick. I mean, the butterfly she gives... I mean, the butterfly gives a... Like, sure, the armor's nice, but the thing is, the butterfly gives a lot of EHP. I suppose you decided, you know, the butterfly's not that good on EHP because Ember Spirit has a monkey bar, so screw it. I'm just going to get some flat armor just to help deal with the crits coming out of Ember. Ember, that has 7k. Oh, man. Once the Aegis goes down, I think it's YOLO Rapier time. Although, then again, I mean, they took that last fight pretty easily.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The problem is it's really hard, no matter what the Ember gets. If he gets Doom, the problem is they've got to keep Doom away from him. If he gets Doomed, he's in so much trouble. That's the biggest issue. And like now, they've already popped his Lincolns. He can't afford... Like, they've got to get a Viper up in Doom's face and keep him in Doom's face. Like, this long-range Viper Strike, that's really smart.
Radiant
Using that Viper Strike just to make sure he
fortified.
cannot blink forwards. But unfortunately, the bash comes through. Abyssal Blades will force stuff out. Winter trying to disengage here. His team trying to keep him out. Blink forward there. We've got the Doom up and ready to go. Meanwhile, Ember zips forward just a tiny way. Blink Stomp comes out. Down goes to Sand King. Doesn't get a chance. Doom there on Viper. Park, is he going to go back in? No, it doesn't look like it. Ling. Anti-Mage gets chained up there. And it will be 2 for none. A buyback, though, on Sharky. Sharky trying to come back in. Puck jumps in. I heard the Atos go off. Cast down trouble. Mystic Flare. Down goes Cast. As we've got the Stars coming out there on Doom, but he's no more Doom. Stomp comes in. It's a little bit too late. No, never mind. Gets cancelled. Goes the second time around. Hex there. WTF is in some serious trouble. If they can go, if you think they can bring him down. No, doesn't get it off. Goes through with the cleave there. And a double kill. Triple kill comes out in a godlike streak for WTF. Oh, so close. Oh, he's still in an Aegis. Never mind. Not even close. He's still in an Aegis. Not even close. A buyback from Doom. Buyback from Doom. Doom is not even up. I mean, they could have just stayed and fought that, I reckon. In fact, yeah, okay, they are going to stay. They realize, hang on, wait a minute. And Ninja Boogie 4 stuffs away, tries to get some distance, some damage being done there. Abyssal Blade is able to go, though. Still has the Aegis, should be okay for the moment. Jumps in, doesn't chain it.
Top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, though, Creeper trying to end the game. This is Scuffle breaks out in the top lane. We're going to have Puck TP back to take care of that. Holy shit. 11k on Ember's Spirit. G-Guard might just manage to do this. Come on, WTF. Have some balls. I want to see this Rapier. Where is it? Is he going to man fight here? Jo now. Gets chained up. He's thinking about... WTF realized, hang on, wait a minute. I've got no help. I better get out of here. We'll zip away. Puck now. Puck could go for Refresher. Double Ags Refresher Coil. That would be pretty sick, actually. In terms of keeping the Anti-Mage locked down. Just so, if you keep the Anti-Mage locked down so Ember can just spam slide a fist at him, it's going to actually be really good. There it is! WTF mans up! They're going to send the crew around the long way. They don't want to give this away, and they're also going to wait for the Aegis to go away as well. This is actually pretty awkward. They can't use it yet.
Illusion!
How long have we got? About 1 more minute, I think. 1.5 more minutes. 2 more minutes, maybe. Not too long. He might even try and suicide and get some work out of this Aegis first, and they'll just back off. He might just suicide for a kill, back off, get his Rapier, and then go straight back in. Or he will just get rid of his Lincoln Sphere. Which, I mean, yeah, that wasn't doing a whole lot for him anyway. Although, then again, that Lincoln Sphere kept him alive in that last fight, so who knows. Sharky infiltrating the enemy base. He's on a ninja mission here. Looking to open up here.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
Alright, Rapier and an Aegis. Can they make this happen? Oh my god, those multicasts. Look at that. Still need to keep this Viper Strike going down on Doom. They keep Viper Striking Doom. It's going to give them the opening they need. Oh! They've revealed the fact they've got a Rapier now. Nothing comes out of it, though. It's a little bit disappointing, actually. The creep... Well, basically making room. The creep Viper's going to go up the front here. Doesn't get the Viper Strike off, though, on Chrissy. They can't see him, actually. They don't have vision. The dewarding was done there. And it is night time. He's going to work on the melee racks. No, Winter. No, it does get clipped there by the Shivas. Decides to back up a little bit. Remnant being tossed down there by WTF. They just cannot get him in there, though. Like the Doom, the threat of Doom. They've got to get this Viper Strike down on him. But at the same time, Doom doesn't want to come forwards because he's getting Viper Strike. Just going to give that away for nothing.
Has fallen.
So that's, well, bottom racks is down. Mid rack's still standing, though, for the most part. And they're just going to TP out. So Lincoln's again, and they might actually just wait for the next Roshan before they go again. Meanwhile, the bottom lane scuffle breaks out. Winter's in trouble. Winter going to get burned down here by the anti-mage. Never mind, pops the cheese. He might actually get away. Never mind, bashed and hexed up. Oh boy, Winter's not escaping. Winter goes down. Well, Sand King just trying to escape there. Will manage to slip away. Viper's got buyback. But I mean, this is okay for G-Guard. They lose one guy on the retreat. Like, basically, they traded one guy for a full set of racks. Whatever. And he's got buyback too. They probably won't plan to make a move for the next minute, like next 5 minutes or so anyway, while they wait for the Aegis to come back up, so no big loss.
Silence.
See, G-Guard at the moment still having this net worth advantage. Not that it really means much at the point. And at this point in time, it comes down to can Doom get Doom on Ember Spirit? And it's going to really dictate how this fight breaks out. Group up here from Rave. One hex. Don't have any extra hexes at the moment. No, they've just got the one blink hex at the moment. Doom going for the refresher orb. I don't know if he's going to get it in time for it to have any meaningful impact. Now, it's like Rave decided, you know what, with this Rapier up, we need to try and make something happen now. At least force a buyback. Blink forward there from Centaur. Doesn't find anything. Gets called up. It's one call, though, just for a Centaur. Does get a Stampede out of them, though. Meanwhile, Chrissy just tries to defend there as Anti-Mage jumps up very... Wow, that is a hype... For someone who doesn't have buyback, that's a pretty damn aggressive jump there. Oh, I lie, he does have buyback again, actually. He's come off cooldown already. Holy shit, this has been a long match. Unfortunately, we're not going to see a whole lot of action until this... Well, basically the next big fight probably going to break out over Roshan, actually. G-Guard are just going to sit and defend. They've got the advantage. They've got this Rapier right now on Ember Spirit. They have no real need to rush anything. And did Ember buy up something? Nope, that belongs to Sharky. Okay, so Ember's got 7k. 8k actually. No, okay, no, he was on 5 before. So no, he's up to 8k again. I mean, if Ember dies, he could buy back and buy a brand new Rapier. But this is actually how sick this is. Ember probably want to keep the courier here. If he dies... Basically, buy back, buy a new Rapier, run to the courier as it comes from it, and then remnant back into the fight. That is actually really quite terrifying for Rave to have to deal with right now. The Ember has so much freaking money. Centaur sitting at the front here. Meanwhile, Jayo hiding and skulking in the trees. I really don't know about this assault. And they're going to scout. They're going to find Jayo there. He realizes this and tries to get the hell away from it. Oh, Sharky got vision up. Ice Blast going to come in. Hits 3. Sharky just going to dodge away there for the moment. I'm actually surprised that G-Guard are getting this aggressive without the Aegis up. The courier has spotted Roshan. The Dire know it's up. The Radiant not so much. They probably guessed, though, that it's up by now. The question is, can they sneak it, though? Ember's going to try and solo, but he doesn't have the grunt, really. He doesn't have any lifesteal. In fact, he's got to be really... Yeah, it's not happening. I need Viper. This really is not going to happen. Oh god, if he loses this Rapier Roshan. This will be pretty awkward. Buck is here now, but yeah, they need Viper, who is a long way off. Oh god, WTF, what are you doing? Like, I mean, they got a lot of damage on it, but it's really, really risky. There we go, finally, get some work done there.
Roshan has
Alright, there we
fallen
go.
to the dire.
Viper cheese, no? No, yes, no? Yeah, okay, they do, give the cheese to Puck, actually. Viper's going to carry a TP. They can always, of course, just pass it around. I mean, if they lose, obviously they lose the Aegis on Ember, they might actually just pass him the cheese instead. Viper's expendable at this point in time, whereas Ember, got to keep him alive and well.
Behold.
Rave at the moment, just holding hands inside the base. They can't really venture out there. If they venture out there, they're so vulnerable to getting picked off. I don't know, it feels like they should be looking for a pick-off. Well, not that they can really get a pick-off is the issue, just because right now G-Guard also, same thought process. Hold hands, stay as 5, stay alive. Don't lose anybody. No time to throw just yet. And G-Guard, alright, they're ready to go. Got the cheese, got the Aegis, got their Divine Rapier. They're ready to shove down mid, see if they can make something happen. And again, they could literally buy back on Ember, buy a brand new Rapier, and then just, like... go flying back into mid with a remnant. He's got that much money, it's ridiculous. Buy back 2,000 gold. Yeah, so he's got 7k to play with. Actually, might not have enough money with the death gold there as well. Pretty damn close. I mean, if he gets a couple of kills before he dies, who knows? Anyway, tier 2 top in trouble. Ice Blast going to come in. Is going to find Viper. Or a Winter. He's taking the brunt of this fight every single time. Ember just tends to chill out the back. He's like Ember's basically a nuclear weapon at this point in time. They don't want to commit him. He just sits at the back and acts as a threat. Whereas Viper is the one actually getting the work done. But of course, Rave is so scared of it, they don't want to come forward and do anything about it. The Viper Strike going to come in. It's going to land there on Sentinel. Meanwhile, Doom comes in. Doom goes down. It's on Ember. Ember now trying to get away. He's been slowed down heavily, trying to get clear here. The Ignite. Along with the Shiva's Guard, but they do disengage successfully. Does Doom have double Doom? No, he does not. Oh, and if Doom's down, this is just going to be a license to re-engage. And now Burrow Strike comes through, going to slow down Anti-Mage. Ice Blast coming in as well. Ember, oh, avoids the Ice Blast. JO now comes forward. He's still got the Aegis, so this is going to be bad. Aegis pop now right now. Winter now goes back in Epicenter being channeled. We're going to see him 4-star forwards. Doesn't go for the Burrow Strike. Grabs 2 with the Burrow Strike. Now we've got Ember. No, decides to continue to disengage. Doesn't go forwards. He could have killed these two. JO is so low. Ember, what are you doing? Doom is down!
Middle tower is
WTF! They get JO anyway! I said man up, not be a pussy. What is that? Meanwhile, JO... oh boy. Looks like the Sentinel Rio is dead as well. Hex goes down there on Sharky, and now they get the kill. You know, for having a Divine Rapier, there was very little Divine Rapier involved in that 4-man wipe. It was like one sleight of fist and that was it. On like 2 guys.
Radiant's top tower is on. Radiant's top tower.
Pretty awkward. Anyway, Sentinel going to buy back. They've got buyback on Doom and Anti-Mage at this point in time, which they're going to have to commit here or they're going to lose. Actually, no, Midrax is okay at the moment, but they might lose to tier 3 here. And there's the buyback from Doom. They've got buyback number 1, but still no Doom for 14 seconds.
Are under attack.
So yeah, Hex come down, Slider Fist as well. Real take, yeah, ton of damage. 4-staffed away the Puck. Just avoids that fight there. Skips away, and I think we might just see them disengage. Stampede, though, they're going to give chase here. No, they're not. They pop the Stampede and then sit. Pop the Stampede and then sit in base. Okay. They've got no vision, though, obviously, so giving chase is really, really risky, especially with Sanking position. Such great stuns on them. Alright, so Stampede's down. Sit in base, hold hands. Defend the base a bit. Wait for Ember to come forward. And then maybe fight. He might fight. He might. If Ember might fight. He might just run away. Who knows? I'm not really sure at this point. Okay, we see a 4-star. Nope, never mind. No 4-star coming out there. I think he hit a creep accidentally. It's Jo thinking about it. No, he's just going to hit the creep. Going to get hit by Viper Strike. It's not the guy they want to hit, though. They've got to keep this Doom out of the play. Multicast times... Wow, that's some skill there. Times for multicast there on Winter. Oh, damn. Poor Winter taking all of these hits to the face. The rough one. Okay, smoke wrap around here. Rave going to try and make something fancy happen. Sharky, though, is on point trying to guard here. And I think he's going to intercept this pretty easily. The question is, does he get picked off? There we go. Intercepts this. Going to call it out there. Immediately goes invisible. Catches two with a stun. In goes the slider. Fist changes while BKB now popped over. They can't go forward though. The call up. Doom comes out. It's on single player. The wrong target. A blink forward from Jo. But he will cop the core stun. And now, in comes the anti-mage. Mystic Flare. No, you didn't wait. Into an epicenter. He blinks into an epicenter. Goes down. Sharky with a zoning epicenter. Works out somehow there. Chrissy trying to get away. But meanwhile, I've lost track of the Ember Spirit. Never mind. He's not doing much anyway. Meanwhile, the fight is on over here. Chrissy in trouble. I don't think he's going to escape from this. Burrow Strike again. GG is called. My god, that coil there. And Sand King, great reaction time there. Great position, great reaction. That's just sitting there shepherding. Knows they might try and smoke around. Gets the two stuns down on Anti-Mage and Doom. And then the coil comes out. And that coil just completely screwed them. Ag's coil so good. BKB'd up, blink forward, immediately stunned up for the Anti-Mage and just bought so much room. And also the fact, obviously, that fight, again, Doom on the wrong target. Obviously didn't have many targets, sort of just went, screw it, I've got to Doom something. I'm just going to die here. Couldn't find the Ember, and just gave them room to bring them down. I still feel like WTF. He got that Rapier and they just didn't do much. It was a pretty... disappointing Rapier, I'm not gonna lie. You buy the Rapier, you expect like ultra kills, rampages, all sorts of damage. WTF did like a couple of sleight of fists and then sort of ran away all the time because he's trying to stay away from Doom. Oh man. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. This was Triumph of Man casting the Southeast Asian division of the Star Series Season 11. This is, this was G-Guard taking their third win. They've got 3 wins, 2 losses. 3 wins, 1 loss, sorry, and they're up against Rave, who have managed to... They were 3-0 before this match, now they're 3-1, so they've been doing okay. Both teams tied for 3-1, so good performance from both teams so far in the league. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow with more Star Series. I don't know who'll be casting, and also stay tuned as well. There will be more European matches coming out, which will be casted by somebody else. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow night, maybe.